Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. I'm Wrath, and we're back for some Space Engineers for our Surviving Alone series. And a bunch of updates have happened. One, we have added the new water mod, as well as several weapons mods to the game to help us get things going here. Now, what you'll notice is I've been building a ship here. This was done a little bit off camera here. And it's actually based slightly off of a design that I found on the workshop, which I will show a little bit later. But I can't seem to find who actually created the design. So I can't give credit for it because for some reason my game, I think that whoever made it unposted it, which means that it stopped reading as somebody else's design. And so the game thinks that it's my design somehow. I'm not sure how exactly that happened, but if I could find the proper person to give credit to, I would, because I don't want to take credit for other people's work. But I need two computers. That aside, I'm going to try and do kind of what I was doing with the videos, which is long-form recordings with this. So give me just a second here. My son came up to interrupt and be just generally a goof. Which seems to be his normal status for things. Alright, doesn't look like we've got any more computers, so we'll just have to punch up a few of those. Let's put 10 of those together real quick. So, I keep getting sidetracked with everything that I want to do instead of getting done the things that I need to do. So the basic plan right now is to assemble a ship that I can use to get to orbit, as well as maybe arming it with some weaponry and preparing it for atmospheric and space flight. Now, some of the mods that we've added include the aerodynamic mod. So we've got the wing pieces now, which I'm not exactly sure how to use those, but I think I know. So I'll be trying to make use of those. I can't guarantee that I'll do a good job with it, but we'll see. Along with that, we've added a number of weaponry mods. So along with the standard weapons, we now do have some enhanced weaponry, most of which doesn't show up here because I can't get access to it. And these do have massive ranges of up to 3 kilometers. So I do have to be careful about what flies overhead. And it means that I'm going to have to dig deep if I want to avoid getting trashed. So this section that I've built is actually probably going to get dismantled, purely because I don't think that I can maintain it. I think I'm going to dig deep and connect up to this base here just enough so that I can get things going. But first I need to create this ship, get it powered up, and I'm not even sure what I want to do with it. So let me show you the design that this is based off of. So it's based off of this design, and as you can see, it says that it's my design, which it is absolutely not. This is not my design. I did not build this. But it's where I got the inspiration for this central arrangement of the connector, the the oxygen tank, the the row of conveyors with uh, the gyros on it, and then the oxygen, the O2H2 generator, and the hydrogen tank and the cockpit. I added in this central, these two hydrogen tanks to help augment that one, and also to extend the length of the unit. But it also, the original design also had these cargo containers just off the side with the batteries on the back here. So all of that is based around that design. That was not my original creation, and I want to stress that because I do not want to take credit for somebody else's hard work and creativity. I'm a firm believer in, credit due where it is originating from, and that was not me. So I need to make sure that I'm 100% fair on that. I could claim that it's mine and inspired off of somebody else's work, and to a certain extent it is, but really I'm taking the baseline design and adapting it to my purposes, but it is just me adapting somebody else's basic design. There's only a little bit that differentiates this from the existing. Like, I've got the battery packs in here, and that's an addition of mine. It's not part of the original design, because the original design didn't have this whole section. Everything else was moved back 2 blocks, which isn't bad, but at the same time, I definitely have other plans. Let's see here. Okay, so my plan was to put 2 large atmospheric engines right on the side here to act as the primary lift units, so that they're nice and tight against the side of the vehicle and therefore free from being blasted to charred remains. I just can't decide on if I want to do them as so whether or not I want to do them here where they're flush with the top, or here where they're more balanced, because if I build them here, they only stick down, they're in line size wise with the large tank there. But if I drop them like that, then these stick out at the bottom, kind of like below everything else, which I kind of like, but I also kind of don't. It makes them vulnerable, which worries me. So I'm trying to decide how best to proceed with that, and I need to get some steel plates, so that I can, and I have to move the umbilical here in order to be able to do any of this. So I need to reattach this in a different spot here. I think the best spot is going to be right here, so I can pop this off the side here. Alright, so that should have those all taken care of, so now I can cut down these connections. Okay, there we go. So now I can, the only problem is I've got to move this sideways. I've got to move it a little bit over to the left. That's troublesome. I got enough room to work now, but let's go ahead and take a look here. So if I put it there, I need to jump up here to take a look. See, it's very level with the top of that, and I can kind of smooth out over the top of it, and I kind of like that. It's just it's very much down here, sticking out very low. So I worry that if I place like a lower gun, that it's going to end up clipping those engines. You know what? I'm going to go with it. Yeah. Consequences be damned. Let's go ahead and start putting these together. So I need 8 steel large tubes. So let's toss those on here. Alright, I need 40 construction components. And I probably counted that wrong because there's probably more than one set. There is. So I need 60. So I need another 20 here. Okay. Alright, I need 16 metal grids. Which I don't have any of. Alright, so let's go ahead and produce those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And then I need how many motors? Oh, 180. Alright. Alright, that should be enough right there. Don't know if we'll actually have enough for that. Alright. Alright, so we'll come back to those, but first we need to do some more mining of the iron. Okay.
Inventory full.
Right, let's go ahead and dump all this stuff off again. That's right, the refinery is in full swing right now, chewing through all kinds of stuff here. So we're kind of waiting. And we can't process either of those because the basic smelter can't handle those. So they are an issue. Let's make sure that we have plenty of food and water. Oh, we have plenty of water here because we still got plenty in our inventory. So as soon as we get thirsty, let's go ahead and refill ourselves. I feel like I need to develop a better mining unit because obviously trying to mine this by hand is just not working out. don't suppose it's going to produce any. No, it's not enough iron going, so we're going to be stuck for a bit. Let's go ahead and move these back up here. Drop that down. So that gives us plenty to work with. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves some iron. Alright. So all the iron in the world. I think I may have to move the base, just because as much as this is a great mining spot, it's not working out really well having the mining in my general process, which I thought it would be better, but it really isn't. It's actually quite the pain in the ass, and I need to work twice as hard here to get things where I want them. It's kind of funny. You get this thing that you wanted, but you find out you didn't want it. Kind of an irony. But these are the kind of things that you get through. Kind of teething issues. All right. Toss that. Okay, so we've got basically what we need. I just need to jury things around with the smelter here so that it obeys what I need. Take the magnesium and no. Alright, take that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Bring in more iron. Take out the silicon. Take in the stone. That will work much better. And then we can put some silicon in. Alright. Now that we've got that sorted, we can hopefully get to the production items. Yep, okay, so that's going. Gonna leave it be for now. It's kind of looking good. I don't know. I don't think I'm all that good of a judge on this particular aspect. So I was thinking I was going to run wing sections from here up the side to the engine and around this way, so that it has sort of that delta wing, that angular wing design, like a very sharp wing profile. And that should allow me to put some engines on it that will give it plenty of maneuverability. Or I could mount the wings down here at this level, run them around this side, and kind of get them as an a underlayer underneath all of it, which might also work. I don't know. Both of those are viable options. Okay, go ahead and toss that back. Take those. Fill you up. Let's go talk production here. Toss those down as well. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Okay, not bad. Now, I would like to drill down to the water level so that I can more easily power a base to my liking. There we go. These are all set. Okay. So this should give it enough lifting power to be able to maneuver how I want. If the wings don't work the way that I think they're supposed to. Which would be unfortunate if they didn't, but I would have to find a way around that anyway. Alright, so I think I need to prepare this thing for mining, maybe? I don't know. See, like, there's so many things I want to do, but at the same time, I don't know that I can actually do them. It's very difficult to decide what I want to do. So let's go take a look at this thing now that the engines are assembled. If I can stop knocking myself off the side here. All right, you know what? Screw that. Okay, so no. Okay, let's try that again. Now that this is fully assembled up here, you can kind of see how it's going to lay out. I should probably think about what I want for defenses and other functionalities. So let's start with, I want one of these strong ore detectors. But I think I want this underneath where it's going to be between these two and less likely to catch a stray shot. Okay, and then I need an antenna for communications, so that can go on top in roughly the same spot, right along where these batteries are. Do I not have antennas? Oh, I have to build a beacon. All right. Beacon, beacon. Where is the beacon? Ah, beacon. Alright, let's need a steel plate, and I don't have any more. But plenty more are to be had. Okay. Construction component and a computer. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and reclaim all of that. And now let's, I gotta be careful about using this fuel because I don't have any replacement for it right now. Alright, let's see. Antenna. Okay. Alright. What about a big one? I like that dish. Not that it actually does anything, but it makes me feel like it does something. Alright, so let's talk turkey here. So there's that one, and that's 4 radio, computer, 2 construction, small tube, steel tube. What about the azimuth one? Okay. Alright, that's massive for this thing here. That is more than I want. What about you? Okay, needs a small steel tube. But I kind of like the look of that, but it's too big. Let's just go with the one that we all know and love here. Go ahead and grab the parts here. Alright, what did that unlock for us anyway? Just the enhanced version, the laser antenna. Alright, so workable. Easy enough. All right. Everything else hinges on me making the big ones. Yeah, so got the large refinery, unlocks all of that. The large assembler unlocks just about everything else. Jukebox I don't really care about, so that is going to be the big hoopla. So weaponry is going to require that we get that online. I really, really don't want to turn this thing into a mining ship. What am I saying? This thing has to be a mining ship because it's got to go take resources up to the station, it's got to go up to space, get resources, and come back. So, what am I thinking? Oh, I'm a big idiot. What is the? Hold on. Oh, that's that lookout. Okay. So we have all the basic resources that we need. It's just a matter of making a... It's been a while since I played here, so I need to kind of refresh myself on what I have. I think I've got like a little sky bike over there, if I remember correctly. And I also have to remember that somewhere down below me there is water. Like I can almost hear it. If I get down here, I can kind of hear the water sounds. So it can't be that far down below, maybe 100 or so meters down, which isn't terrible. I could definitely do with better, but all right, yeah. So I've got this little sky bike that's kind of ugly and nasty here. Let's where's your battery? Okay. Recharge and recharge. All right, we're starting to strain the power system. That's not good. That is a very bad sign of things to come. I wonder if because the iron's all through this hill here, including over this way, right? Let's pull out, yeah, the iron's still all through here. I think it's even all the way over here. Yeah. Are you in this wall here? That's the question. it's going to show the closest. Yeah, okay, so the iron's in this wall too. So maybe I just level this space off here and drill in there as my, or even right here. Just cut right into the wall here. All the way straight back. Wonder if that would work. If I could make a ground mining vehicle that would take care of that. Like something that would dig in through the rocks and make a fairly flat and even tunnel. That might be worth investing in. Right now, this thing is sort of a pipe dream. I'm kind of regretting having set it here. Yeah, I've got a lot of regrets now. That seems to be par for the course. Oh, God, that's close. I'm feeling very, very vulnerable. All right. Let's take that. I have an idea. Those are usually the words that come from me just before things go completely shitty. All right. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, and then two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Go get some more. So what I'm doing is I'm building something that I can set a projector with, so that I can project it into the side of that mountain using the base power here. And then I can build a drilling vehicle, or I can hand drill out the rest of it as necessary. So let's see here. Need more steel plates. Production is not making any more. Just toss 3,000 of those, 300 of those out. And in the meantime, I am going to grab a little bit more ice. Alright, and just to get everything going here, we're going to go ahead and only show me what's connected to this ship here. Oh, it's still considered part of the ship here. Let's go ahead and fill that up so we can refill our hydrogen tank. Okay. Alright, it's going to take a while to do that, but I should be able to refill that. Okay. Right now that process is set to manual, so that system will take a while to recharge this with fuel, so it's not going to be a perfect system. But I'll at least be able to put some reserve fuel on. Okay. Drop that off. Alright. And then I need the metallic plates here. So I am going for the longer format here, so I'm not going to cut this off at the 1 hour mark. I was actually looking at more like the 2 hour mark. So we're doing pretty good so far. So as far as an entry bay goes, that doesn't look half bad. just for a scaffolding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. Okay. So 10 by 9 is basically what we're looking at here for the entryway. Okay, Control B. Rename this to scaffold. Alright, so we got the scaffold here that we'll project into the wall there. That seems like a good... you know what? Where else? How far does this iron extend? Holy crud. Does it extend all the way over here? No. Okay, so this might actually be the better play, is just to expand it over here and project it into the wall right there. Alright, so let's do... Okay. Okay, so... Okay. Let's go ahead and put a powerline pylon down. That goes there. And then a projector. Okay, that's got to be the front of the projector, I think. I hope. All right, so, and then we need to set up another line over there. But let's first reclaim all of this. Okay. This has become very magical. Oopsie. let's go ahead and get back and get ourselves charged up. What is... Uh-oh. Please don't be heading towards me. Shit. Okay. Oh wait, I gotta get parts. Okay, that is... computers, motors, tubes, construction components. Okay. Alright, let's go see what we can do here. Okay, he's not coming this way. Thank goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and build the projector. We'll build the cable, and then we'll connect the two together. Okay. All right. All right, good enough. So the reason I decided to stop building near the iron is because of the fact that I think that's going to get in my way more than anything else, and damage the integrity of my base going forward. Okay, so okay, so let's slap one of these on the side here. All right. All right, we have one connection. too far away. Okay. So maybe here. That's about halfway. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then connection from here to there. Should be a close enough distance. There we go. All right. All right. Does the projector have a control pad? No, it doesn't. I need a control pad. Okay, computers and displays. Okay. I like these are something that I added with some of the other mods, is these pylons, so I can power things remotely. Construction components, okay. They're very nice. They're cheap little ways to make a quick little gap jump. Time to go mine some more iron. Okay. Okay, projector. Select the blueprint. Scaffold. Okay. Perfect. Projector. Zero that. Okay. Is this where I really want it? Or should I place it somewhere else? let's... All right, so let's bring the vertical down a tiny bit. Oh, that's horizontal. Zero. Okay, that's pointing back directly into the mountain. So now let's try and slide it back just a little bit further. Okay. So one more. All right, so this is setting up the initial positioning so that I can drill in and find the edges. Now all I need is a drilling vehicle. Okay. I gotta be like paranoid about these red signals. Okay. Okay, how do I don't know how to cycle build vision. Switch you both to recharge. What does that put the base power at? Base battery will deplete in 14 minutes. Okay. All right, so I got a bunch of systems that are taxing everything. All right. Turn that block off. Turn that block off. Turn those blocks off. Turn that one off. Shut that off. Hopefully that at least improved the situation. It's probably not enough to make a sizable dent. A little bit of a dent. Alright, everything that's a battery set to auto. And we're going to need to set up new power systems soon. Oh shit. That might be able to shoot at us from here. Yeah, I'm hungry. Okay, well, I'm more worried about not being dead. Transport courier. Those things do have some big guns on them with the new mods, but not pointing upward. Or not pointing downward, rather. So it may not shoot at us. Or it may not have recognized us as a threat, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's get, oh, we need iron. Getting all kinds of distracted. Every little thing, just getting under my skin here. And my inventory's completely full because I didn't pay attention. Time to keep working on all of this. It's just a ton of iron here, so that part I'm really glad for. Now, if I could only capitalize on it a little bit better. Keep on digging, as they say. Although this should, in most cases, this should be enough to cover virtually everything else for at least a little while. Go ahead and recharge. Okay, let's get in here to the refinery. Okay, it is doing the iron first. Good, 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 good. All right, I think I need to convert this thing here into a mining ship. I think that is what would be best, but I don't think. Huh. There is a lot to be worked from this. Okay, so let's start with the bike batteries. Set them both to discharge. Set both of these to recharge. And that should deplete these pretty much completely. Shut that down. Shut that down. All right, let's cut off some of these parts here as we try to reshape this. I think I'm gonna have to cut off the whole back end of this to do a slightly better design. So I think I'll have to cut off the front here and then the back, and then reposition and repurpose the cargo container to be right in the middle here. Let's see here, let's compare here. Alright, the large batteries, they can store 1 megawatt hour and they can output 4. The small batteries can put out 2 kilowatt hours, and they can store 50 kilowatt hours. So if I understand, I don't know what the conversion of megawatts to kilowatts. Let's check that real quick. Google. There we go. So $50 is 0.05 megawatts. So one of these batteries okay, so they can't store nearly as much power, but they can output, say it outputs 4 megawatts. Can output 200. So each one of these is 0.2 the power efficiency of 1 megawatt, or is 0.2 megawatts. 0.2. So it takes, wow, it takes like 20 of these to get even close to the output of one of the batteries. Or it takes three batteries to run just one of these, 3 of the small batteries. So that's probably not a viable option. That is frustrating. It's got to be an option that I'm not thinking of here. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with this thing. I just do it by hand. It'll be slow and monotonous, and it will be done off camera when I don't have people hanging around watching me do what amounts to scut work. Turn my light off, save some power. So let's go dig into the side here. I know you're probably looking at this going, again, he's going to redo things. I tend to do that a lot, and it has more to do with my being a bit of a perfectionist more than anything else. So, you know, if you can live with it, it's not a terrible thing. Okay. And I'm not going to collect any of this because I'm just trying to get a clear envisionment of where the perimeter of this sector is. Unfortunately, this lets me see it very clearly as to what I have to excavate out without actually having to worry about the excavation breaking blocks, because they're all already here. Okay, so here's the first vertical. turn the lights on here so we can see what we're doing here. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna finish real quick laying out the, okay, so that's the initial line here. All right. All right, let's get up here. It's a lot easier to just use these as a guide. Okay. So now, because I'm doing the right-click version of mining, I'm sticking with staying on the inside because I want these blocks to be partially set into the stone. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we have the basic outline of what will eventually be just the entryway into the base. And I can come back to this and carve it up a little bit later as I have time. And obviously I'm going to want to extend this out this way until it is forward enough that that these angular blocks are kind of aligning with the terrain on all sides here. So just straight through here probably. And then we can move this back as we need to drill it further in going forward. All right, that looks much better. Let's clear this here. Okay. right, let's get up there. Okay. Clip off these edges here. Alright, so we got a bit of drilling to do here, but it should not be too much of a problem. Alright, let's get back to business here. Now that that's done, or well, it's as done as it's going to get for now. I think I keep letting myself get distracted. Is really the problem I have right now. Yeah, very much so. Alright, so the refinery has finished up chunking through all of that, which is nice. Alright. Okay. This thing. What's my battery situation? Oh, crud. I need another windmill. Or I need to shut things down. It's just going to be the way of it. Okay. Toggle those into the off position. Alright, base battery is now in recharge. Alright, so these batteries have been fully charged and now they are set to just be left alone. Not going to draw too much more. I guess that means that we're going to need to place another windmill. I don't know what I want to do. Gosh, this whole process has me trying to decide how to proceed. I think at the end of the day, we're going to need to get in there, and it would be faster if I had a drilling vehicle, especially if it's a vehicle that I could use later to cut into these mountains to help with additional drilling. But I don't think that that is the wisest of decisions, since the iron is actually fairly high in some portions of this. It would be difficult for me to be able to get it out of all of here. Grr. I hate when I'm stuck with a situation, but it is a good situation to be stuck with, as far as I know. Let's go ahead and kick our light on, and let's do some mining. It's not the most original solution to my problems, but when in doubt, get a smackerel ton of iron. What sucks is that I'm red-green colorblind, so it's really hard for me to see the iron here. And while I'm doing this, I'm kind of toying in my mind with what kind of vehicle I could make, and I'm thinking I can make a wheeled vehicle that maybe will do the trick. I have an idea for a vehicle that I've been kind of toying around with in my head for a while now, though I'm not sure that it will do the trick. Alright. Let's come down here and so the idea is a truck with an array of mining equipment on it that will allow it to dig into the side of a mountain and get me resources the way that I'm intending, so that it'll kind of like, you ever seen one of those vehicles that they use when they're building housing and stuff that levels off the terrain? I'm thinking something very similar to that design. So I'm thinking a few drills in front to help it push through the terrain, but then having some drills set in the center of it to help it convert some of the terrain underneath it as it's going, so it can kind of I can like lower or raise the rear wheelbase in order to have it sort of level out the terrain. That's the idea anyway. So I'm not sure about exactly how to do it, though. It's another flying vehicle, isn't it? My brain is... I'm racking my brain because, like, I want to deal with this, but I feel like I need to set this aside to work on a vehicle for the immediate task at hand. And I kind of want to do a ground vehicle for it, but I'm not sure that that will solve my problems. So what I'm thinking of is, so let's need some, put that away, so that I can get kind of a clarification as I'm doing this here. So let's all right, so kind of what I'm thinking for the mining vehicle is to arrange a one miner pointing down, kind of level with the ground here, and then a second one that is aligned with the front of it like this, and having them connected across the top. The only problem is that it's going to be really front heavy, and so that worries me that it's going to be difficult to maneuver, because I'm going to have to put wheels into this arrangement. Now I could try to put the wheels underneath here, so a central axle with these up front, and only put a couple of them in the a couple of the downward ones in front of it, or I could try to alternate them, so like one like that and one like this, alternating as we go. I don't know. It's very difficult. I have to ponder on this one for a bit, because the whole design hinges on the idea that any of that works correctly. Or maybe I just put those downward facing ones on the front and let them do their thing. Let them even out the ground as we go. And maybe I put a second set on a rotor or a hinge. Actually, can hinges be... Are hinges small size only, or... Oh no, I can do a... Small size hinges. Okay. So there are small hinges. Praise the sun. All right, so maybe I can do a pair of hinges that I can adjust the front to allow it to, or maybe I start them in a downward position and I just set some hinges so that I can have it grind out the ground level, and then I can have it basically cut in all the way up from like vertical up all the way to vertical down, and have them as a group working together. That might work. My only concern would be that would trying to get all of that to coordinate together, because I don't know how strong the hinges are. That's the tough part. Like, can a hinge move the system all the way up when it's fully loaded? Or maybe I do two, one set on each side, two drills with a hinge in the center of them to bring them up and down, and have them match out with the wheels so I can see like center line between them. That might work. I'm gonna have to work some of this out, because not all of this is going to just make itself work. So I'll need to figure this out. What are we at for record time? We're at about a little over an hour and a half. So now we're gonna be having two vehicles that I'm working on simultaneously, as if I didn't need more complication in my life. We still got this one, which I'm very undecided on what I'm going to do with it here, because we could do. God, I have like so many projects. And I still need to get defenses up if I'm going to have any chance of surviving against them if they come looking for me. And I need to do a well engine as well. Boy, that's redundant. So I need to be able to get all of this figured out. I have like 3 different things going through my head at the same time about what I want to do with various different things, because one of the things that you can do with the water mod is you can when you find a body of water, you can place a collector in it, and if the collector's powered, it will pull the water in, convert it to ice, and then you can feed it into an H2O2 generator and have that running into some hydrogen generators, and that will provide a strong amount of power for you. It happens to be one of the things that I've been looking at as a potential sort of reactor for a base, because you can very quickly generate a lot of power that way. Oh, okay, so too many projects all at once. Need to try and make the vehicle simple. But this thing's in the way. And I really can't do anything with this right now. Oh, I kind of wish I hadn't started building this. I mean, I could tear it apart, but that's wasted time and energy. And really wasted energy since those batteries are fully charged. Oh, wait a minute here. Ooh, okay, so I could put this one, run lines around across the top side here and set the hinges just one out from there so that the drills could come down. That would work. So there'd only be like a 1 block gap between the two drills, which wouldn't be that bad. That would probably work. Yeah, that might work really well, because then I can set 4 drills on it, which should give me a wide base, and I can set those with enough. Yeah, I can set those, and then I can build the rest of it around that setup. We can set the wheels right behind the cabin here, so that way it's got that'll be the front section. We can set the batteries on the side of the cabin underneath the arms. That'll work for that, and then I can run those into an H2O2 generator, and then into an H2O2 generator, and then I can put some engines on it, or across the top there, to allow it to generate power. Alrighty, that might work, and then I can put the connector below. No, I can't put the connector below there because I need the wheelbase right there. All right, this could work. This could actually legitimately be a fairly good design. We could have all sorts of fun with it. And then maybe if it turns out not horrible, we can put it on the workshop for other people to play with. That might work. I mean, I think I'm going to try and make this thing have a very large capacity so that I can just pipe it into the base, let it do its thing, and then have it just pipe its contents into the base with no real major effort. Okay. I just have to think things through here for a second. All right, so batteries wise, shouldn't need that many batteries, in all honesty. All right, you know what? I'm going to work on this in a creative environment just to test out some designs. But I think that this is as far as we're going to go in this episode because I'm staring off into space, like running all sorts of theoretical ideas in my head, and it's not that entertaining for you guys to watch me just scramble around trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So until next time, I'm Wrath. I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, let me know how I'm doing. And until next time, I will catch you on the flip side.